Hopefully this is coming through. I'm going to do a audio check. Okay, so I had done a little streaming of this game, Mountain Blade Warband, which is over a half. Is it over a half decade old now? But there's something about it. It's very grindy. I think it was produced on a pretty shoestring budget. There's supposedly a new one that's been in the works for forever, with improved graphics, etc., etc. And I'm going to turn down the music just a little bit. There we go. But it's kind of like, and yeah, it's very grindy, and they, you know, like the keeps, a lot of the keeps all look the same. The character generation is nowhere near as good as the artwork that you see before you, but there's something about it. I don't know. I guess it's maybe my OCD that this game kicks into. They do have multiplayer where you set up a host server and people can run around, but there's no. You get to kill people, but there's no game progression. It's not like an MMORPG where it's an open world and there's other people running around, which I think would be great based on its combat style. And that was one of the things that got me interested in this game. Was it has a very unique, well, unique for the time. Maybe other games since then. Sorry, beer, hop solo, crystal IPA, Sierra Nevada. Maybe other games have used this since then, and maybe there was a game before that tried to use it and they begged, borrowed, and stole from. But so I played some a while ago, and if you're watching right now, I don't think, yeah, I can't bring up my chat, so through the tutorial, which I'm going to do because I want to show you this game aside from just running around and not really being informative on how it works. But anyway, I think it's like a $5 game on Steam. It's well worth whatever pittance amount, at least in my opinion, for the combat system. And there's just something about it that it's one of those games you, or at least I, end up playing and then going, yeah, I'm just going to do one more thing, and then the next thing you know, you've been on for another 3 hours. So I enjoy games like that, maybe not the most immersive world in the true terms of it, but there's something about it that you get immersed in that keeps you playing it. And I've always been a fan of medieval combat, etc. So anyway, I'm going to do the tutorial. When it comes to if they have like horse-mounted combat, I'm going to suck at it. I got really good at it for a while, but we're going to go into the tutorial. Okay, people are training with weapons. So they do have training fields scattered throughout the world that you actually go into in the game. All right. So you have mounted combat, and that's not my character, but walk around the training field and speak with the fighters and practice various aspects of Mountain Blade combat. So novice fighter. You press the F key, tab to exit battle tutorial at any point you want. So I'm going to talk to him. So here you go. You have a novice fighter, but they're going to show you how to attack, how to block, or sparring. So the game had very interesting mouse controls. We're going to do practice attacking. 4 principal directions for attacking. Those are overhead swing, right swing, left swing, and thrust. So, move your mouse while you press the left button to specify attack direction. For example, to execute an overhead attack, move the mouse up at the instant that you pressed the left mouse button. The icons on your screen will help you do the correct action. So, okay. Overhead attack. You can see. Okay. So, I had a very good, okay, so we're going to tab out. We'll go back to the tutorial. We'll find him and show blocks. Blocks work very much the same way. Horse-mounted combat, archery, etc. But, say if you're using a bow on horseback, you have 2 factors. The movement opens up a reticle. The reticle's really tight. Like if you're standing, the reticle can be very tight, but over time, because you have the bow drawn, the reticle opens up, and that's you getting fatigued by holding the bow at the ready, which decreases your aim. Crossbows don't have that issue. But let's go to, I want to practice blocking with my weapon. Blocking with, so this is using a weapon, not a shield. Shield is, to block with it, is a simple hold of the left click. Yeah, the left mouse button, and it'll bring your shield up. So. Okay. It's the right button. There we go. Okay. So we've got him. Okay. So I will show, I think, let me find it. I'm not going to do horse-mounted combat, but we're going to run over to the archery field here. Is this our archer? Archery trainer. So used to use ranged weapons. So we're going to pick up the bow, and that is F, I believe. Yep. Arrows we're going to equip. So there's the reticle. So when it's tied down tight like that, your accuracy is exceedingly high. The shift button is your zoom. So there it is, but as I hold it, the reticle opens up more, which decreases my accuracy. And then it takes a little bit of time for it to center in. Still haven't hit it. Let's see. I have 76 arrows here, but that's how archery works. And you do have to account for the arc, the firing arc of the arrow. There are different bows. Long bow, there's a Serenade short bow, which kind of equates to Mongol bows, the short recurve bows of the Mongols. All of the different quote-unquote cultures of the game reflect European, Asian Minor history. There's not really a samurai, there's more sort of a Mongol horde equivalent, as you can tell by that guy's armor over there, either Turkmen or Mongol, etc., etc. So now I'm going to go over here, and it says the size of the targeting reticle indicates your accuracy. Press down and hold the left mouse button until the reticle shrinks down to its minimum size. Release the left mouse button again when the reticle is at its smallest. If you wait too long, it will expand. So we have these targets. I'm going to look at these clay pots or whatever they are. Got it. So R to first person view. So that immediately takes your character out. Missed. No, I think I like having me in the picture for reference. Okay, we're going to see about crossbow. So the thing with the crossbow is, while you don't have the fatigue of holding the bow, you have a reload time. You can see him reloading. I'll zoom out here. But so when you tap once, you reload, so you can't fire as quick, but you don't have that fatigue that sets in. Now, thrown weapons I've never really done too much with. I've equipped troops with them, but it is not something that I usually do. So we'll take them out. Nope, low. Nope. Got it. Now you don't get the fatigue of holding the round back, but you're not too terribly accurate with it. So we're gonna back out of this, and I'm gonna go to the game, the one I was playing, and then I'm gonna see if I can get my chat thing to come up. Let's go to inventory. Huh. Okay, let me go into the town, because there's a way for me to get my chat to come back. Interesting. It didn't do it this time. Let's see. There we go. Alright, so my chat is up. I should be able to see it. Okay, so let me go to the tavern real quick. We're only going to play this a little bit, but I wanted to get that set up. Okay, tab out. Leave. Let's take a look at our party. Yeah, I'd recently got my ass handed to me. Nord Footman, trained footman, hired blade, Nord recruit, I need a huntsman, Nord huntsman, an archer. So we're gonna stay here and heal up. And I'm gonna drink a beer. Alright, let's see how everybody's doing now. Better. See if we can take on these deserters. I might be able to free some prisoners. Alright, free brothers. Now, this could be a close fight. I'm gonna ride out here a little bit. There we go, I can see him now. Well, have to do better than that. Time to go a slaying. Don't have the best troops here to fight this fight, but need to free me some prisoners. No, this may not go well. Got him. Take this last guy down. Got him. Right in the back. Yeah, I know, it's not warships. I'm gonna move on to warships probably in about a half hour. Oh, does it really? I even went in and changed that. I went in on my Twitch channel. Gotta love it. Well, anyway, sit back and enjoy the ride. Let's see here. Let me see if I can change that. But I've got to free some rescued prisoners, okay? Let's see. Okay, so... Ooh, flat. It's not in the best shape, but balanced pike. I have to be careful. I have to be careful. I can use the control button to transfer stuff over without having the mouse carry it over, but if I try that in the reverse, it makes my chat disappear. But let's see. Rusty Nordic helm, 37 plus to my armor for head. And what? 29 now. So I'm going to go look at. Okay. Oops. Soldiers are ready to upgrade. One of my farmers can be a watchman. Oh, Katrin. She didn't fare very well. Let's see. So we're going to go back. I am deep in all these sort of rust colored. They're the people we're at war right now. We took this castle and that town definitely from them, but I think they've just struck back. I'm going to go in. Visit the tavern. Nope, nobody there. Tab out. Go to the marketplace. And I think I'll sell that. Cracked heater. Now let's see, what is the... Okay. Resistance 10. Oh, I'll swap that out and sell that. I've got enough provisions for my troops. Alrighty. So... Oh, actually, no. I'm gonna rest here since one of my party is hurt. And if you didn't hear, the beer is Sierra Nevada Hop Solo Crystal Hop IPA. Let's see what their description is. Here's, oh Jesus, this is a really bad copy. Here's to the lone wolves, the misfits, the outsiders, those who prefer to stand on their own. Hop Solo IPA is brewed start to finish with only crystal hops, allowing their spicy, woodsy, one-of-a-kind character to shine through. Should work in commercials. Okay, the king gave somebody something. Alright, let's head out. I'm going to leave. I don't have... It's kind of dangerous. I only have like 14 people in my party. Maybe I can go recruit over here. It's a good beer. Unfortunately, I just, you know... That was on the back label. That wasn't the front label. If that was a front label, I would just avoid it. It's actually pretty good. I mean, for an IPA, a lot of people don't have the taste for IPAs. I don't mind them at all. So, I arrive at a village. I know we've conquered this one, so I'll get a different type of troops than I would get from the kingdom that I think technically I'm still a mercenary for. I haven't sworn fealty. They won't let me. So I get 2 Swadians. I don't know who the Swadians would equate to. Ambers are good. Yeah, you know, I'm not... Yeah, IPAs, I'm not a big lager person unless it's with a particular... I find like lagers with Indian food perfect, but I don't go for lagers as my just drinking beer. Okay, I'm not going to go to the center of town. There's farmers. So, there's a castle. Where am I at here? Need to watch myself. So you can kind of see my... Let me see, the kingdom I'm aligned with are the blue guys, and they've sort of overextended in their conquering here, and they've got a bit of a pocket going on. So... Let me find myself here. Okay. It's nighttime. Some village farmers. I'm gonna watch that castle. I'm gonna try and get back to friendly territory where I can just kill some Viking raiders. Hopefully not be seen by these towns. Oh, I got spotted by the castle. See if I can recruit some more here. See, I was saying in the intro to this particular stream, I went through some of the let's recruit some volunteers. 1, fine. The combat mechanics of it. The game's, it's old and it's a little limited, very grindy, but it's kind of, to me, sort of that same grind as The Sims, where you, for some reason, just find yourself hooked on it and end up, doesn't matter that you're kind of doing a lot of the same things over and over again. Ooh. Okay, we're not at war with them. I won't raid their caravan. Try and... Oh, 6 recruits. Recruit them. No. I'll buy some more cheese. Alright. So villages, they tend not to have too much in the way of supplies, but occasionally you can get stuff off of them. That's kind of the capital over there, Sargoth. I need a better horse. And I could probably, actually, let me see, can I, real quick, options, dun, 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 video options. There may be a way for me to speed up. Anyway, return to game. and all your troops, etc. You can see day's training is complete. You can just over time accrue a little bit of time. So I've recruited some peasants, and you can see there's a whole bunch of recruits down here, 12. Ooh, peasant woman. She's a camp follower, an ally. Alright, let's go over to Sargoth, Kingdom of the Nords. Oh, have you seen my my placeholders for stream starting soon, and we'll be right back? Because I'm going to go to a we'll be right back in a second. Let's see if I can hire some mercenaries. Ooh. Alright. Some hired blades. I'm going to tab out here real quick. And then, going to see. Alright, give me a second here. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back. This one, the animated one, so I have two. There's that one, and this one, which I should have actually used. Those are a photo of what's up sort of over my right shoulder in my little gaming nook that I have. And the animation is basically me dropping said photo that I took on my phone into the iPhone Movie Maker, and it has a whole series of different animated texts, and then putting it on my computer and linking it through OBS. So let me restart here. Unfortunately, I hate how some games, like I like how you can tab out of World of Warships. I can't tab out of Mountain Blade, so I'm going to restart it here. And I have to. Yeah, I know, it's great. I thought it might work, so I tried it, and oh, you know, I should have changed the description. But anyway, we'll get back in on Twitch anyway. I'm only going to play this for a few more minutes, but let's see what we can do. But yeah, I recommend it as far as like the animated text and all that, and it just, you set it on a loop, and then it just keeps going and going and going. Let's see, Shift Tab. I gotta close this, close all this down. I doubt you can see it, but there we go. So we're gonna go back in and play Jack of the Red Hand, and not Godric of Mercia. Oh, okay, so we've moved on to Sierra Nevada. Yeah, I got a 12-pack of the mix. This is their Ruthless Rye IPA, which I gotta say, I'm not a meat eater anymore, but if you eat steak, I gotta get the chat back up. Hang on a second. If you eat steak, I would say it would probably pair very well with steak. No. How did I do it? There we go. Got it back. That's funny. If I take an item and put it in my inventory, and then try and do the trick of selling it back with Control left click, it doesn't bring up my restream chat. But if it's an item that's already in my inventory and I try and use the quick key of Control left click on that item, like that cheese, then my restream chat pops over. Alright, so let's do like another 15 or so minutes of this and then get over to Warships. Okay, I've got my food, I can support my troops. I need to train them, but we'll wait one night here. So when I was doing the intro, I was saying how kind of clunky this game is, but there is something about it that it ends up being a time sink. Okay, some troops are ready to upgrade. Let's see who's ready for what. Oh. Nobody. What? Okay, hang on a second. 2 seconds. Ba, ba, ba. Okay, it's gonna go dark. Let's try it again. Play. Please hold. Come on. You can do it. I know you can. There we go. Should be getting a loading screen shortly. I should have looked over at my phone, which I use as sort of my monitor of the stream itself. Oh. Alright, here we go. Bring up the volume just a hair. Okay. That should be better, but now I'm going to have to do the whole thing. Wait, let me go to the marketplace and try and sell something. What? There we go. Now can you see the game? Because I can see the game. Alright, so I'll wait till daybreak. Good. Glad to hear it. So, okay, we'll leave. So, on notes, I've got to capture 6 Swadian Knights. I'm not going to be able to do that. But so the blue is my guys, and then there's everybody else, and we're at war with the Swadians, these guys over here. All right, so that's the blue is my. Well, he's not my king because I'm a mercenary. My employer's banner, and this is mine. And I'm gonna go see if there's some easy pickings over here. Got 35 troops, but they're not the greatest. A bunch of peasants, probably throwing stones. Oh, small bands of enemies are spotted near the town that I'm about to go to. Being raided. Oh, 52? Yeah, I can't handle that. But I pulled them off of the town for a second. Is there another? Oh, no, there isn't. I don't think there's a lot I can do here. I can play cat and mouse with this guy for a little bit. There they are. Okay, so let's see, what do they got? 7 militia, 18 recruits. Man-at-arms, they outnumber me. My party is 12 recruits, 14 recruits. Ooh, farmer. Let's upgrade him to watchman. But I do have more cavalry, but I am still outnumbered. So what I'm going to do is go over to this town. And unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to let that town, eventually it'll start to burn. That's when it's being looted. Yep. I don't think I'll be able to stop that. So in the game you can swear fealty to a side, which comes with its own risks. As well, you'll get awarded a castle and a local principality, a town or two, which will generate revenue, and you can, there's only about 4 or 5 options, but you can build the town up basically to provide you more revenue. Or you can go it on your own and try and conquer stuff, which is considerably more difficult. So Jalbeg, okay, it's being raided. I have 41 troops. I don't think I can stop this. I've got it close enough that oh, look at this. Oh, nice. I can come into the battle, move in to help our Jarl. We have 95 against the enemy's 4. Well, here we go. F1, F3, F3, F2, fire at will, F3, use weapons at will. Break out the sword, bring up the shield. Looks like one of my mounted troops is up there already. He killed. It's interesting, he's a Swadian militia. Okay. Got him. Poor guy. Oh. Oh, I've had that happen before, and we win. There's a certain button combo that just all of a sudden brings all that up. So, no casualties. Well, Jarl Maragir. I can't troll my R's unless I've had certain illicit substances. It's really weird. So, we meet for the first time. Jack of the Red Hound. Yeah, I know there's jokes in there somewhere. Alright, so what do I go? I get a bent boar spear, but hey, we stopped the town being looted. Let's go. Let's see, what's this? Maybe, well, it's a bit grindy. I could go to the training field, or, you know, for entertainment's sake, I could see what's going on out here. Maybe we'll raid this town. It looks like we've got some troops that may head in and be a distraction. What's this? No. Oh, look. Oh, my. That's a rather large retinue heading out. Alright, let's take a hostile action and loot and burn this village. Plunder the village, then raze it. So this is where I'll hear somebody ride up on me. And I won't have the troops do it, and they'll have the reinforcements of... Alright, take care. Oh. Good to see you, Peter. You got to witness my... Well, maybe you did. My looting of a town. Alright, out we go. I'm going to head to a different town because I don't want to deplete the monetary resources of each town. And I think once I reach there and sell this stuff off, I'll move over to World of Warships. See if we can hire some more troops out of this town that we saved. Really? Only one? Now, in the towns, you can go to the town center and talk to the village elder, and sometimes they have, like, either they want to be trained to fight off bandits. Oh. I heard a battle. But you can gain popularity among the local populace of each town, which then eventually, if you do it enough times throughout the kingdom, people, basically word of mouth spreads, and your reputation grows. Let's sell off some items here. You see, I've almost gotten half of the money. Now I'm over half. So sometimes you can deplete the merchants, and as you sell each one, I think the price goes down. So we're at 2086. Look at that's pretty impressive. I managed to sell the same number of goods or worth as what the money they had. So now we'll go to the armor merchant and sell off these goods. And I think, though, that you get a better value if you sell to the correct merchant. Okay. Armor, no, we did him. Let's go to the horse merchant. He has 866, so we'll sell that. And the arms merchant has 1096. We have 5,000. Alright, so let's look at the armor merchant real quick. We've got 5,900, almost 6,000 dinars. Let's see if there's something. I think we'll buy that. Sell the bent boar spear. Wow, reinforced mail surcoat. You are expensive. I think we'll buy gauntlets. Alright, that's about half my money. Let's go to the tavern. Get my shield out because there's some unscrupulous characters here. Alright, some watchmen hired on. Let's head out. Okay, let's leave. And let's see what our party looks like. I have personally improved. I've got an extra attribute point. Go with charisma. Power throw, power draw, athletics, horse archery, riding, looting. Trainer. You can see every day each hero with the skill adds some level. So each one of these adds to your party in some way, shape, or form. I think I'm going to go with horse archery, though. Gonna bump up my archery. And then, so we have, how many troops now? 47? Let's go over to Ritzi. Alright. Alright, so return, let's leave, let's look at my party real quick. What has she got? Alright, let's see what her equipment is. Let's give her the gloves, the helm. I had a larger retinue of individual NPCs earlier, but we lost a battle or two. Alright, so to set myself up, I wonder if I can go up over this. There is a path. That looks like we captured the little Mountain Valley Pass. Looks like we captured these towns. Well, the king gave himself a principality. That's nice. Ooh. The awkwardly named... What is that? Gizm? Go over here and see if we can loot it, and then I'm going to jump over to warships. Oh, I think Asgard over there being looted may pull troops off of my effort here. Here we go. We are going to take a hostile action. Loot and burn. Plunder the village and then raise it. Unless I run across a king's army, I should be able to pull this off. We did. 3 more, huh? Let's not be seen as a terrible human being. We'll leave them with something. Alright. Suckers. Ride out. So, you know, this is the thing about this game is that you end up kind of going, okay, yeah, okay, I did this. Ooh. I might be able to help these guys out and gain some troops. Greymare, hello. I know it says that I'm playing World of Warships. Well, maybe it doesn't on YouTube. On Twitch it did, unfortunately, but how's things? I'm doing a little looting and pillaging and plundering. Oh, good. And we win. Well, thanks for stopping by. I'm going to tab out so we don't have to talk over those guys. Oh, really? Alright. Oh, I can't carry any... Interesting. I thought I had prisoner... I'll have to do that on the next one. So, do you play Mount and Blade? Sorry, brain fart. Oh, very good. Well, hopefully you won't continue to be bored. I was gonna log off of this, but since you're here, I'll run this a little longer. Yeah, I've always kind of liked the game, and I remember them talking about doing a sequel to it, and they're still doing the sequel to it. But it'd be very cool to see, just from the graphics I've seen, it'd be nice to see them come up with another one. I really wish that there was sort of an open world multiplayer version, but I can live with it if it's something similar to this and builds on it. I know they built this one on a shoestring budget. Let's see, we'll ride back to Sargoth, I guess, and see if they've replenished their monetary funds so I can sell this stuff off. Well, I appreciate your stopping by. Maybe, you know, consider a subscription, because I will be doing more of this and following this particular character's adventures. And any input you have, being rated. Any input you have as far as the channel or the approach to the game? Yeah. It looks like I might have a fight on my hands over here. Yeah, I haven't played this game for a while, but it's always been one that I've enjoyed a great deal. Well, it looks like they got looted. Alright, let's go to the marketplace and see if I can sell myself some stuff. Dun, dun, dun. Alright. Alright, so... do that. But back in the day when I played this, it felt like a solid little game. Mercenary at the moment. Haven't sworn fealty yet. And I make absolutely no claim of knowing all the ins and outs of this game. I just know I enjoy it. Let's see. Horse merchant. Yeah, I can get some money out of him. Well, looks like I've got myself quite a stock of food. Alright, now let's see. Arms merchant. Just have a look. I'll sell that. Buy that. And then, ooh, warbow. What? Attributes. Okay, gotcha. How about sell that? Buy myself some arrows. Sell the bolts. I always went with bows. And very ranged weapon heavy. Let's visit the tavern real quick. Well, I knew it was going to happen. Come on, buddy. No, you're not going anywhere. I really need a better quality of customer here. Yep, horse archer is the way to go. Alright. Well, I'm getting along great with the innkeeper because I keep killing people in his bar. Alright. Let's go ahead and head out. Heavy Morning Star. You see, I always went with two-handed sword on horseback. I found that really worked well for me anyway. But I will keep that in mind. Alright, so we're at war with the Kingdom of Swadia. I've managed... Oh! Let's do it. No guarantees I'm going to win this, but... Alright. F1, F2, find me. Let's find the high ground here, guys. Doesn't look like there really is. F1, hold this position. Fire at will. F3, use your weapons at will. I'm gonna fan out from the troops. Right. I'm gonna ride out. Let's see, where are my troops? Alright. I'm gonna try and find these guys. There they are. Gonna draw them off. A little taunting. Nope. Poorly played. Yeah? There we go. I'll probably lose. Oh, man! Wow, I think that's the first time I've been one-shotted in the game. Oh. Oh, we're in the river now. That is seriously the first time I've ever been one-shotted in this game, and it's all there recorded. See if we can do something here. Should take the high ground back here, really. Oh, I hate that. There we go. Well, thanks for the tips. I appreciate it. Very good to know. Oh, knocked out again. See if we can get out of this. Maybe get some reinforcements. Oh, I should have gone for the castle. Oh. So we have 38 to 40. This is a war of attrition here. Right. Yeah, oh yeah, I know. It looks like this is war of attrition. Oh. Alright, and we're going to follow the map around here a little bit. Oh, hey, thanks, Ragnar. Oh. Come on, Ragnar, rescue me. Yeah, I was going to do the grind of like training the troops, etc. There we go, I escape. Alright, I think that's going to be where I end this one, but let's head back to Sargoth. Now, I've been through this. Too many times have I seen that graphic of having been captured or having escaped, but I'm going to try, probably only on weekends, but I'm going to try and do a little bit of this game every weekend, and feel free to stop on back. I'm going to switch over to another game in a little bit here after a quick break, but I appreciate you stopping by, and feel free, either through the post, like when YouTube posts this as just like a replay or whatever, or directly through Gmail or through YouTube. Feel free to offer some advice, and I will expound upon it in the next outing. But let's visit the tavern first. Let me see how much I have. I can hire them. Alright, let's rebuild the crew. Let's head out. Let's see what my party looks like real quick. This is the thing I was saying about this game before, was that it's frickin' addictive, as simple as it is. Nope, she needs weapons, doesn't she? I think pole arms was where she was going. Yes, I do. At least I didn't get looted too hard, because I think I had around 5,500 before that. So let me see. Let's get Katrin. That'll be our final thing on this. Arms merchant. Let's see. Don't know that she's got the strength for that, so. Get her a few items here. Bolts. Bolts, bolts. There we go. Yes. Yep. I had him for a while. Now I've got to go find him. I had about, well, on another account I had like about 5 of the NPCs. This one I think I had 3, and I think good to know on level 10 surgery. Ooh. Alright, so let's go talk to Katrin real quick and get her equipped. Alright, so she's got the Nordic sword. There we go. Toss that there. I got my horse. Let me see if I can't. Let's visit the horse merchant real quick. We'll get her a sway backed. I don't know if she's got the skill. This game is management, and that's part of the OCD of it. Yes. Yes, definitely on the tavern and talking to. Well, let's see if he's in there. But I think I only had Katrin. Let's see if any of my other. Yep. Alrighty. Well, I'm going to head out here, but thank you for stopping by, Greymare. And I hate the whole click like, subscribe, all of that. But if you subscribe, I'll be doing this at least on the weekends, and at least for a little bit. But I thank you for stopping by. Oh, I know. I've gotten to the point where I've had a couple couple castles and a couple towns. And enterprises, I'll have to... I don't know that I've ever quite gotten to that point. Alright, excellent. Well, I appreciate it. I hate saying it, but because it's a drumbeat on YouTube, unfortunately, that you get tired of hearing. But Saturdays and Sundays, I'll be playing this game at least a couple hours a day, and I may try and slip a few more in here and there. But I appreciate you stopping by. I am going to head out for a few, and then I'm going to come back on World of Warships, which is an entirely different game. But I appreciate your stopping by. Alright, beer has been gotten. And if you want to kick around, hey, that's great. Do you play Warships? Or no? Anyway, hopefully it'll be moderately entertaining. Let me get this fired up here real quick. Dun dun dun. No, warplanes maybe, but we'll do warships right now. I gotcha. Is for me just because. Well, hang on a second. Cancel. Wars? No, not Warships Europe. My dad served on a couple destroyers in World War II, so there's a bit of a link there. Let's see. Let me just jump over to OBS, bring it to Warships, and here we go. They've started another season of Ranked Sprint. I don't know if you know what that is, but they had Ranked season, but now they're doing these mini seasons of Ranked where it's comprised of 2 seasons real quick. Oh. Nice. I was in open beta. I wasn't in closed beta. Just let me know if the audio comes through from the game or if I need to up it, down it. That would be greatly appreciated. Oh, Bismarck. Tirpitz was a premium ship you could buy. I have Tirpitz, I don't have the Bismarck. Drop down real quick. I'm going to bring up my game or my main audio and see how that goes. Let's see if we can get in here. But again, thanks for stopping by. It's nice to see a fresh face on that little quiet YouTube backwater. Where am I from? A little bit of everywhere. Basically, well, I haven't quite lived on all 4 corners of the United States. I'm in the Bay Area, San Francisco now. So a little short of that 4th corner. I've lived in New York, Florida, Southern California, and now I'm in the Bay Area. So my, I don't know if I have an accent, but if I do, it's really messed up because it's Southern Californian, New Yorker, and a few other things. Alright, so let's check ranked. It's going to be tier 6. I had good luck with the Monahan. She's a premium. We'll take out the T61 first. German premium they've added into game. And I'll ask back, Grey Mare, where are you from? Yeah, USA, a little bit of everywhere. Alright, I think we're flagged up. Let me check my premiums here. Ah, well, fair enough, fair enough. I think you'd be able to tell a New Yorker from somebody from Kentucky, but mine's such a blend. I don't have that American announcer accent, which is like neutral English. Ah, Slovakia, okay. Yeah. A lot of history there. A lot of unfortunate history between all of the groups down there, but yeah, I know where Slovakia is. Alright, let me check my modules here. No, Slovakia, all of the member republics of the former Yugoslavia, some very beautiful country down there. Alright, first round of second season, or second portion of Ranked Sprint Season 2, I believe? God, it's getting to be a mouthful. Yeah, I've known several people from, oh, Slovenia, Slovakia, dang it! Slovakia is part of the former Czechoslovakia. Yes, yes, yes. Sorry about that. Ignored American and all of that. I've had several friends from the Czech Republic, Yugoslavia. Yes, yes. I had one guy I used to work with who was actually part of the revolution in Romania. But yes, the Czech-Slovak republics, formerly known as Czechoslovakia. All right, here we go. Now, okay, so this is my ignorance in since the split. Is Prague Czech or is it Slovakia? Oh, epicenter mode, I hate this. No CVs, turn off my AAA anyways. Ah, there we go. Okay. I think it kind of gets the limelight, unfortunately. But I'm sure there's probably some very fine beer in Slovenia as well. Or Slovakia. Alright, here we go. Epicenter mode. There's probably good beer in Slovenia as well. Well, thank you. And likewise, I wish we would all have a very happy new year. The world could use it at this point.
Engine boost activated. Enemy force sighted on the horizon. Affirmative. Smoke generator started.
I'll have to get there someday.
Smoke screen set. Torpedoes direct front.
Uh-oh. DD dropping torpedoes
direct front.
on me.
Enemy cruiser sighted. Torpedoes astern.
Yep, Pilsners, yep. And Urkel, yeah. I have not had, let me... you're throwing more beers on my plate that I need to know about. Saris and Zlati Bazant. How did I do with that? Would it be Saris? I definitely will.
Engine boost deactivated. Enemy destroyer sighted. Enemy battleship sighted. Torpedoes to port.
Oh dear.
Torpedoes to port.
Detected. Trying to find this other destroyer, waiting for my gun bloom to come down.
Torpedoes dead ahead.
No boy. Oh, that's no bueno. Can we swing the hull around? golden pheasant. Very good. Gotcha. Alright, dropping some area of denial torps. Gonna try and smoke up this Leander. German smoke isn't the best. Alright, detected. Coming around.
Concentrate fire on the designated target. Affirmative. Smoke screens.
Yeah, I try and do the dodges. Coming around.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
Oh, thank you. Hit the engine boost. Try and make this guy's day a bad one. Got him.
We've destroyed an enemy battleship.
Is taking the lead. Torpedoes to port.
Oh no. There goes our Leander. Alright, let's see. So, alright, we've got this pretty handily. Uh-oh. Detected. There we go.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
He's not looking at me. He will be shortly. Oh, still not looking at me. Rounds out. What is this? Well, many thanks for the follows here and Instagram as well. You know, just some schlub jerk doing his little YouTube thing, but I appreciate it. Okay, rounds out. Gotta focus over on that guy. Yeah. We live in the world of outrage. Everybody gets offended by everything. Yeah, it's... I had an art teacher who once said that if people say, when looking at your art, that it's interesting, they don't know what to say, and they don't know what to say without offending you. Well, that's kind of the situation right now, I think, in a lot of the world, as far as being offended, not offended, what you're offended by. There's a lot of manufactured outrage as well. Left and right.
Our victory is in sight.
Oh, took out his engine. Look at that. That was a wonderful shot. Can I kill him though? Somebody else is going for him. Got him.
Enemy destroyer foundered.
This guy looking at me. Let's try and get some extra experience going on here. Oh, detected by what? Oh, there we go. Shooting at me? Yeah, because there's no real easy answer to anything, but that's for me anyway. I mean, I'm a kid of the '60s. I'm in my 50s now, but So I kind of straddle this line of culture, particularly in the States, of how things were under like Sinatra and the Rat Pack, and you know, my parents grew up in the Great Depression. I know an entirely different America than I grew up in, and an entirely different world than I grew up in. And you know, I can. Oh, there we go. The win. I can understand a lot of people's frustrations with things, and where the conflict arises. You have cultures that, you know, because of my situation, I grew up with parents who went through the Great Depression, who were born in the 20s, so I had an insight on a world that most of the kids that were my age didn't have, because their parents were in their 30s. My parents were, by the time it came time for me to be in high school, they were in their 50s. So it's an interesting. Oh yeah, people are definitely getting offended for attention. There's stuff I've seen where it's just like, could you please just stop? You're diminishing your argument on other issues by being offended by this. Yeah, it's finished second on the team. I think but then again, the media is manufacturing outrage. You know, I mean, we didn't come up with the term clickbait for nothing. You have all of these media outlets, right and left, trying to stoke people to get reactions, to get clicks, to get ad revenue. So yeah, everybody's got to. And you know, at times there are things that are, you know, personal to each person that are valid, but there's a lot of stuff out there that people are getting upset over that isn't valid. It's just you're wasting time and energy on it. Alright, let's see. T61. You know, on the flip side of you're saying that you think people are getting offended just for attention, like on Facebook, I can't tell you how many times someone has posted some article on what the next big craze is, and it's just like, some of the stuff they're posting, it's clickbait. It's the same thing. It's for attention. No, it's not the next big craze. Just please stop. Let's see. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, you know, I'm sure what I learned about of the Prague Spring and all of that, you know, is minuscule aside compared to the actual information that you learned on it. But yeah, you know, again, the whole being outraged for the sake of being outraged just is an unfortunate thing. Let's see here. I'm gonna jump over to my Gallant. Check our okay. Check the modules real quick. Good, good. Was the Prague Spring the Velvet Revolution as well? No, I did not pay for them. I've been grinding. I think I had a couple ships, at least one ship drop as well in a super container as far as the actual currency you pay for. That was a duplicate, so they awarded me. But I've just been grinding away slowly. Alright, no CVs. I'll take it. Yeah, I think that was one of the West's biggest downfalls, was not supporting the Czech Revolution. It was a big mistake. Alright, one destroyer aside, asking the team where they want me.
General quarters.
Ah. Yes. Yeah, like I said, I had a friend that I used to work with who was Romanian, and he was actually part of the Romanian National Guard that stormed Ceausescu's palace.
Smoke generator started. Engine boost activated.
Alright, here we go. Hopefully my boys shoot
Smoke
straight.
screen set.
It's DD in here. Alright, they're working over that Pensacola. Nice.
That was a great battle.
No, Ceausescu, he got caught. I think he got caught kind of like Mussolini, trying to disguise himself and get out of the country. They stood him up against a wall and shot him. Considering what he did, I don't think there's any love lost.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target.
Waiting for torpedoes to come up. Oh yeah, my friend, yeah, he actually, he became I think a monk in the Greek Orthodox Church. That was his life goal. I mean, you know, everybody's got their thing. Yeah. The 80s were and 90s were a very interesting time for people who follow history.
Concentrate fire on the designated target. Affirmative.
And some denial torps here, being the spotter for the team.
Our team has taken the lead.
Thank you.
Alright, I think we have this steadily underhand. I'm gonna pop my smoke. Torps going in on the Bayern. Yeah, massively changed in the 90s.
Our victory is in sight.
Yeah, I used to live next to an American military base. I knew that we had at least 3 or 4 nukes pointed at us. Well, I would say it's an entirely different world, but suddenly, all of a sudden, what was old is new again. Time to move.
Engine boost activated.
Alright, let's see if we can set up an epic torpedo run here. He's a 3-7. Here we go.
Attention, reporting the target position.
Torps are out. Oh, those were good torps too. Yeah, my dad fought in the Pacific. He had an uncle, though, who died at Bastogne. Sorry, drinking beer. Alright. Moved up. Let's see what our team score was. I did my bit, though, for that victory. Some flags. What was that? Is that the debt flag? Credits. Alright, let's see. Okay. Okay. I'm back. Nicely done. What was... I'm gonna have to... Yeah. No, I understand. There was... let me... Give me a second here. I'm gonna look it up. There's a movie I used to watch here. Let me see if I can find it. No, no. That's a remake of it. Oh, where is it at? Sorry for the silence, I'm looking something up on my phone. There was a movie as a kid that I used to watch in the late 70s, and they did a later version of it, which was... hang on, I've got a... There we go, 1975. Let's see. Yeah, Operation Daybreak, which as a kid watching that was amazing. It was about the Czech resistance fighters that assassinated Reinhard Heydrich. And then Anthropoid was the remake of it. I haven't seen the remake of it, but Operation Daybreak, man, as a kid, that just was amazingly heartbreaking to watch and inspiring at the same time. Yeah, Operation Daybreak. If you can find it, check it out. Particularly when the resistance fighters are finally holed up in the church, and the Germans Yes, Anthropoid is the remake. There's the earlier version I was talking about where they have the fire hoses pumping the water into the basement of the church. Just absolutely amazing movie. Operation Daybreak. That was the one I saw. I haven't seen Anthropoid yet. I'll have to check it out, but I'm kind of biased because Daybreak was the first movie I saw that was based on it. Alright, let me see my Anshan commander. What do I have for Commander EXP? I could get another point, but it doesn't really... I'm gonna go with the ships that are getting me the victories so far. I could do Graf Spee. Well, hopefully you have a lot of time in a good way. And if you don't have a lot of time in a good way, I hope you still enjoy the movie. I mean, it's interesting in, you know, like Hollywood blockbuster time and all of that, but it's definitely a small production, but it's very, very powerful. Particularly the end scenes where they're holed up in the basement of the church and the Germans are flooding water into it and they're freezing. Okay. I'll take out my Graf Spee. We'll see here. Or Spee. Spee? I don't want to use that camo up. Oh, I wish I could be lazy. But enjoy it. Check the modules. Alright, let's get the premiums on here. Okay. Let's check our flags real quick. Signals, that is. Try and earn some more free commander experience. Go for that final crate. Let's see something real quick. Do I? Really? I do. It's been a while. Alright, torpedo damage, my secondaries. Alright, we'll go more economic here. There we go. Well, so, who wouldn't enjoy food and laziness? I do. Unfortunately, I cannot get so much of the laziness in on my schedule. Food, to a certain degree. So sometimes I try and slip in a Wednesday night, but it's only for a brief bit. But Saturdays, Sundays, I try and get the broadcasts in. Alright, let's see. This is an interesting one. Oh, epicenter mode again. Turn off my AAA for the moment. You know what? No, I'm going to leave them on.
Action stations.
Twitch. I haven't done the... I've looked into using Facebook's version of Restream, but I haven't done it yet. So right now, just YouTube and Twitch. I may have to create some accounts on the other ones because I'm using Restream right now to be able to broadcast across a couple. And I may have to look into, at least for the time being, using creating some new accounts like Periscope, etc. Just haven't had the time. And since you're subscribed, go check out like my Why I Play Warships, my I Earl Grey interview. There's a couple others I've done that aren't just gameplay that you'll pop into. I recommend the I Earl Grey one. I think I did decently on it. Really. On Twitch, it's CAPTN _ HONOUR. Or Captain Jack's Mog Mog Shack. Rounds out on the other Graf Spee. Hydro up, waiting for torpedoes to come in. Killing bird sanctuaries. Switching over to AP, waiting for that Dallas to come in.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship. Affirmative.
Dang it. Bad miss.
Enemy cruiser detected. Attention, reporting the target position. Attention, reporting the target position. Enemy cruiser sighted.
No, won't get him. Let's try this one more time. His engines are down. Lost him. Dang it. Well, let's do some denial here.
Enemy battleship detected.
Oof. Got the cap. Turning off. Getting out of dodge.
Enemy cruiser detected.
Where?
The ship is on fire.
The other Graf Spee.
Problem solved, sir. All stations.
Oh, hear the island.
Strategic target.
So far we are in command. Trying to do some HE on the Graf Spee. Little WASD hacks. Do I get a fire? No fire. Is it a picture of a destroyer? No. Let's see what I can find here. Captain's Shack? No. Yeah, it's CAPTN _ HONOUR.
Set a course for the
fire on him. Yeah, give me a second after this. I'll also give you my Twitch or Twitter, and you can find me through there. Oh, yeah, that's it. Keep turning off. There we go. Welcome. Glad to have you on board.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
Look at that, you found me. Do I get some rounds into that QE? No. But that, oh, look at that Icarus. Did he shoot all his torpedoes? He didn't, but the Budyoni's got his out. Rounds out. Ooh, what's that? Alba. Don't think I'm going to be able to, yeah, unless the Alba turns off, Alba's going to die. I think we've got this one pretty handily won.
Attention, reporting the target position.
Byron it is. Well, I appreciate it, Greymare. You've been probably the, aside from the guys I know in Naval Alliance, which if you look on my YouTube channel, there's a playlist of Naval Alliance stuff. It's a bunch of smaller YouTube content creators. Aside from them, you've been the most engaging in-game chat that I've had. Turn it off. What's my, okay, just looking at my escape routes. Okay, he's fired, so I don't need to worry about it. Torps are going to go just a little ahead of him. Well, thank you, I appreciate it. It's a little hobby, just nice to be able to be somewhat creative. Oh, this New Mexico, he's gonna go down. Switch over to AP. And alright, 996, and that's a win. Alright, let's see what we get here. Rank 7. Fair number of flags. Let's see where we finished. Well, I want attention, but you know, just do it. At this point, it's all saturated, so you gotta be a realist. Let's look again. Alright. Give me about 3 or 4 minutes, and I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Well, definitely, if you're still out there, Greymare, check out the guys in Naval Alliance, which is YouTuber Peter Slack, Darkwing Glacier. If you look, I have a playlist of at least a couple Naval Alliance videos, and it lists in the description the other guys who are a part of it. We're all small YouTube streamers, and you know, just doing it because we enjoy the game. I'm trying to do a couple other games as well, and we just do it because we enjoy the process. Right, let's see. Back to the game. Fair enough. Eagle. Ah, I haven't played her enough, but let's take her out and see what happens. Captain is only a 10-point captain. Make him an 11. Like Darkwing Glacier, he's really good at battleships. And Elar Gorm, he presents more detailed analysis skills. He has a good idea, or a good head for general overview, tactics, game mechanics, etc. And I think Peter Slack, PSlack83, and I are a little more comparable in our presentation styles as far as just being a player. He definitely has his own thing. It's nice because we all each have our own thing, and then Dutch Delights from the Netherlands as well is really good. Okay, so let's see. So we got up to 3. I can get another point out of this. Alright, so I'm going to go with Concealment Expert on this ship. RDF is really good radio location. But yeah, definitely, I mean, I think if you enjoy my stuff, you'll enjoy theirs, so swing by, subscribe to them, and tell them I sent you. Ooh, I got a couple det flags, that's good. Let's check my modules here real quick. Well, you know, I honestly don't know if I've played this ship. Oh, I must have. I've upgraded her. Exterior, fire, flooding and fire. And the other thing I would say is if you've got people of a like mind who sort of enjoy the same sort of thing, presentations or whatever, tell them about me. There, that's my attention seeking right there. Well, let's see. Alright, I think we're fairly geared up. Concealment is 90. What is that? 6-8. That's not good. But here goes nothing. Well, many thanks, many thanks. Glad you stumbled across the channel. I may have to take out a battleship. I was having good runs on Sprint before. Well, I'm glad to hear it. Have you ever played Close Combat? It's a game late 90s. They've re-released it on Good Old Games. Jeez, look at all the destroyers. I'm trying to figure out how to be able to get that to stream as well. Again, it's another old clunky game, but there's something about it that's very fun.
Action stations.
Was a series of games based, well, not based on, but very similar to the old Avalon Hill board game from the late 70s, early 80s called Squad Leader. If I can figure out how to get it to broadcast on Twitch, I will do it. Yeah, it's really good. Look on Good Old Games under Close Combat. Like I said, it's an old game, but there's something about it. And I think they have sales on Good Old Games, but I think even without the sale, it's super, super cheap. Oh, watch that island. Alright, so I'm going to support the Shinonome. Try and see what's going on here. I just have a bad feeling the enemy's going to come up that 9-10 line, the Torpedo Alley on the regular map. Yeah. Very similar. As a kid working in hobby stores here that sold games, etc., it's very Avalon Hill Squad Leader. The graphics are the same, even down to them showing you how many stories the buildings are with the number on it and everything. But it's another really addictive game. They did a remix of it that eliminated a lot of the bugs, but I can't see spending the kind of money they want for, you know, a 1990s game.
Concentrate fire on the target. Enemy destroyer detected.
Yep. You know, there were a couple different ones by Atomic where they did 3D graphics, etc. And I know they're working on something as well.
Engine boost activated.
Okay, what am I looking at? New Mexico, Icarus. "55 seconds left. Maybe I can get some rounds in on this Mutsu. Just keep him occupied. Alright. He's turning off. There we go. That's the guy we want to kill. He's out of range. You know, I may have played Red Alert a while ago, but the cool thing about Close Combat was it didn't feel so much like Command and Conquer or a lot of those sort of RTS where you just sort of, you know, because it's based on historical scenarios, you're not just trying to build walls and forts, etc. The Battle of the Bulge one with the Grand Campaign is amazing.
Smoke generator started.
Yep. got Eagles going down. Let's see if I... Yes! Now the Shinonome.
Smoke screen set.
Yeah, I used to play Command and Conquer. Did you ever play Rome?
Engine boost deactivated.
It was sort of a cross between Command and Conquer and SimCity. Looks like I got around into something. How are we down on this? I thought we were handling these guys. I guess I'm the last destroyer. Time to ride a charge of the Light Brigade.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
See if I can get torpedoes into him. Oh, he's turning in. Something tipped him. What's on me? Got a fire on him. See if we get another fire on him.
Requesting fire on the designated target.
Yeah, I'll look it up. I mean, they're, again, older games. They had a couple different versions of it. Ow! Still burning. And the salt is flowing in chat because somebody isn't doing nothing in game. Come on, Graf Spee, can I get him? Throw on the throttle because I know other people are looking at me. Oh, didn't quite kill him, but...
Engine boost activated.
Alright, we've made it a little bit more of a game, but they've got 2 destroyers to me. And the Friedrich over there, Prince Eitel Friedrich, the Austro-Hungarian Navy, is taking torps, and I need to find these destroyers, and I really don't want to. Alright, where are they at? New Mexico, 8.3 clicks. There we go. That Icarus, can we get him? Don't think so. Lining up on the New Mexico. There's another destroyer out here.
The designated target.
Okay, here we go. Time to go guns on the New Mexico, maybe? Nope. Alright, I'm gonna try and stop some points here. Shinonome, he's over here, and I see a smoke. Ooh. Come on.
Smoke screen set.
Yeah, there were 2 versions of Rome. One was very sort of 8-bit, but then there was another one that they tried to expand on it, but the graphics were better and everything, but it really limited the scope of the game.
Engine boost
Coming
deactivated.
around.
Torpedoes astern.
Ooh, got a range, got a fire on the New Mexico. See if I can draw some fire off of the Arizona. I'm gonna go try stop point. Oh, Mutsu's pushing in. Arizona goes down. I am detected. Let's see what we can do. Is it the... Yep, it's the Mutsu. No, there we go. Where's he at? I saw you. Can I kill the Shinonome? I have to. Didn't get him. Now I'm gonna take rounds. Not sure about path to power. I'll look up who did them. Oh, it's gonna be me, isn't it? This is just gonna be me. Coming around on the Mutsu. He's turning in. Of course he is. So I'm just gonna harry him. Shoot into his superstructure, maybe?
Problem solved, sir.
Oh. I don't like this.
Smoke screen set. Engine boost activated.
Out, firing on my smoke. I getcha. Let's see what we can do here. I don't think I'm gonna win this one for the team, unfortunately. Torpedo reload on this ship is not fast enough. But if that Shinonome comes around and tries to use my smoke, I might be able to mess him up. They're probably all gonna run because they've got the points at this stage of the game. Here we go. 17 seconds on torpedoes. Something's gonna come through that smoke, I know it. Here we go. I hear it. Turn off. Their Mutsu's still backing up. I don't know that my torpedoes are going to get him though, because he's going full throttle now. Time to hide. WASD hacks. Ooh, there we go. Icarus. A little behind.
Engine boost deactivated.
Trying to get the points I can. Hit the brakes because Mutsu's guns are coming up soon, I know it. Coming around. Okay, full speed.
The enemy is about to win.
Shinonome, I need to get a kill here. Or at least finish on the top of my team. Got a fire? Oh, down. So I'm gonna open up my drawer here for Rome, my old game drawer, and let me see what, oh, so the sequel was, oh, Caesar, and the sequel was Caesar 3. So it was put out by Sierra Studios, and Caesar 3 was the one that kind of improved the graphics but limited the scope. But Caesar 1, I never saw Caesar 2. Let me look here real quick. Let me see if I can find it. But it's Caesar. Sorry about that. It's not Rome. So there you go. Okay, you played those. The first Caesar I really enjoyed, in spite of its sad graphics, but they were cutting edge at the time. Rome is the one. That's why I confused it, because there was the Rome that was part of the medieval Total War series. Well, finished the top of my team in the law, so I didn't lose a star. Everybody else did. Okay, my Warships premium account expires in a little bit. Let's see. So, since you're the person viewing, should I stick with ships I know, or should I just sort of play the sampling of tier 6 ships that I have? Let's see if we can... Oh, I've got quite a few of those. So this one I'm going to go with the Arizona, but... Let's see... Yeah, the Caesar series I enjoyed. I do, but I don't think I have any tier 6 CVs. I think I stopped at 5. And ranked this season as tier 6. I didn't invest a lot in CVs to begin with, but now they're doing the whole carrier change, completely changing it from real-time strategy to sort of a first-person player. I don't know if you've been following that or not. Now let's get another flag on here. The Brooklyn Navy Yard goes on all my American ships because my dad's last ship went through the Brooklyn Navy Yard. Let's get my commander on here. Where's he at? Maybe in a bit I'll drop out of ranked and I'll play, because I think I only have American in their low tier carriers. Not that I'm any good at them. Yeah, I mean, I've enjoyed the game greatly. There's a lot of changes coming to it, and there's a lot of changes that have probably occurred since you played it, but there's something about it that I enjoy a great deal. Probably the part of me that enjoys Mount and Blade, and it's, I mean, you know, you're fighting over the same sandboxes over and over again, but there's something about it where just enough changes each time. So let's see. Oh. Okay, so our T-61 is going to B. I think we... push A and B is the call. T-61 Leander Shinonome, New Mexico on my flank. Oh, I know! I remember when all the mods were coming out and people were doing like Warhammer mods for Warband, etc., etc. Telling them, because they want to send a destroyer over to see that if we send a DD over there, that he needs to run. Ooh, Dunkirk. He needs to run if there's any sort of opposition presented. Let's see where those rounds go on our French friend there. Oh, all over pens. Leander, you're my next attention. Come on. Don't turn in. Okay, he's turning in too much. Well, I might be able to get some rounds into him there. To quarter speed, he's pop smoke, and oof. Nicely done. Okay, who's next? Fuso, Dunkirk. Quarter speed. I'm gonna go for the Dunkirk. Rounds out on the Dunkirk. Time to support and kill these destroyers. Anshan. Anshan go down? No, not quite yet. Come on, T-61, kill him. Shoot. Okay, Anshan's down. Alright. Fuso. Rounds out. They might drop a little back. One round in. Alright, one solid penetration. Dunkirk. Can you... Oh, damn it. We lost it. Just... Oh, nice. Farragut goes down. Dunkirk. Going forward. Rounds on a broadside Dunkirk. Little to the rear. Took some chunk out of him. Going full reverse at this point. Enemy has no destroyers whatsoever. But... Oh, West Virginia, 1941. Fuso. Dunkirk. Get my AAA.
All stations retreat.
And they're saying retreat, and I'm saying fight them at B. Dunkirk. Calling out the acknowledged. Rounds out. Let's see where those goes. Thank you, Greymare, for stopping by. Hey, and you've got a new fan as well.
Concentrate fire on the target. Capture that area. Denied. Spotter airborne. Roger. Enemy cruiser detected. Spotter destroyed. Enemy battleship sighted. Concentrate fire on the enemy warship. Our team has taken the lead. Attention, reporting the target position. Acknowledged. Our victory is in sight.
Alright, enemy Fuso pushing in, but he's hiding. He's playing American Cruiser. Here we go. Not a good day. Took out a turret. Torpedoes. This guy should be dead soon. Come on. Can I get the kill? I'll laugh my ass off if I can. Secondary is going up. Here we go. Rounds out. Oh, I was robbed. But it's a victory, so. Sweet. Alright, I think I'm going to end the stream. I'm going to play a few games for myself.